Hello students, in the previous video, I told you that sky appears blue due to scattering of light. And this phenomena is because blue light has minimum wavelength, that is shorter wavelength, and we know that smaller particles in atmosphere scatter smaller particles the most, while light with higher wavelengths like red color just passes easily from the atmosphere without getting scattered. But now, let me ask you, does the sky look blue all day long? No, isn't it? It appears red at sunrise and sunset to us. So why don't we see sky blue these two times? In the morning, when it is time for sun to rise, and in the evening, when sun is about to set, the distance between the observers on Earth, that is we, and the sun is greater. Thus, it takes longer for light rays from sun to pass through the atmosphere and reach our eye. Again, the colors purple, blue, and sky blue scatter the most and thus cannot reach us due to their shorter wavelength. Also, because of the shorter wavelength, they have low energy. It's like a double effect. One, they have less energy, and second, they get scattered, so they cannot travel longer distance. The remaining green, yellow, and orange scatter to a very low extent, but do scatter. And the scattering of red, I told you, is the least due to its longer wavelength. And obviously it has a higher energy and can travel this long distance very easily. So it is the red light that reaches us. As a result, the combination of orange and red makes sky look red in the morning and evening. As the distance between the observer and sun decreases during the day, a more scattered blue color starts appearing. Now think little more. The color of sky and sun change with time. But do clouds change their color with time? Why do they always look white? Pause the video and think about it. When does anything appear white? Yes, when all the light falling on it gets totally reflected back. Clouds are mainly formed by combination of water droplets and dust particles. Clouds also contain some ice crystals at times. The size of these particles exceeds the wavelength of visible light, which is somewhere between 400 nanometer to 800 nanometer. Yes, this is the wavelength range of visible spectrum. So what happens is, they scatter all the light that falls on them perfectly. That means they do not absorb any of the light. I mean, they do absorb the light, but also re-emit all the light that they have absorbed. And since all the colors are scattered at the same, they look white to us. And this is the reason clouds look white to us. But now you will ask me that even rain clouds have water droplets and dust particles. So why do we see those clouds as black or grey? Well, rain clouds have more water molecules than normal clouds. These clouds are also white. I mean, water clouds are also white, but only when viewed from above. Yes, imagine yourself, you're standing on the top of the rain cloud and looking at it. From this position, you will see cloud white. This is because when sunlight falls on the rain clouds, maximum light is scattered and reflected from the upper part of the cloud. And very little light falls on the lower part or reaches till the lower part to get reflected and scatter, making the lower part of the cloud appear black to us. But since there is some light, it is not completely black, but we see them as grayish. The scattering is a very important phenomenon, which gives different objects different colors, like blue color to sky, red color to the sky at sunrise and sunset, white and grey colors to cloud. So what we have seen that color of the sun and sky change with rising and setting of the sun on the earth.
Color of the clouds also change as per the size of particles in them. They may appear whitish or grayish based on the size of particles.
But if we look at the sun from the moon, do we see the sky and color of the sun changing in the same manner during the day? To see color of any object, light needs to be scattered through it and then be re-emitted or reflected to our eyes. So there must be atoms or particles of different sizes in the medium to scatter the light, isn't it? Yes. And these particles are present in Earth's atmosphere, and they are not present in the moon's atmosphere. Precisely, there is atmosphere on moon, but it is very thin, and so the amount of scattering is very weak. The atmosphere on the moon is mainly composed of uniformly mixed hydrogen, helium, and neon gases. The atoms in these gases are also very small. You can see the respective sizes of these atoms on your screen. Hence, there is a lack of particles of particular size that can scatter the rays coming from the sun. And that is why we do not see colors in absence of scattering. Therefore, sun appears white when viewed from moon. Similarly, we see blue-colored sky from Earth's surface due to maximum scattering of blue waves. But no light gets scattered by lunar atmosphere, that is moon's atmosphere. And due to this, on moon, sky appears black all the time. So students, what we have seen is some few interesting phenomena happening due to scattering of light. And we will see you in the next video with much more interesting concepts.